What's up everyone, I'm Nikhil from GreedyTech and this is the camera review of Honor 9i. On the rear, it has a dual camera setup with a 16 megapixel primary camera and a 2 megapixel secondary camera for depth sensing and a single LED flash. On the front, once again it has a dual camera setup with a 13 megapixel primary camera and a 2 megapixel secondary camera for depth sensing and a soft flash. This is the camera interface. On the left side we have all the modes, on the right side we have settings. We have a lot of control over the camera settings, like we can choose to disable the shutter sound, which many phone lacks. We have object tracking and gestures to take selfies. At the top we have some quick shortcuts for the main features. First we have the wide aperture mode. It uses a dual camera setup to give us much wider aperture. As it is software based, it doesn't work properly, so I didn't even bother using it. Next we have the moving picture mode, where it records 2 seconds video every time you take a picture, just like the iPhone. It's a great concept, but you can only watch these videos on your phone, and there is no way to transfer them to a PC or Google Photos. So once you delete them from your phone, all those memories are gone. Next we have the portrait mode for the rear cameras. When you take a picture in this mode, it adds a nice blur effect to the background of a subject. With that said, portrait shots for rear cameras are satisfactory. Obviously we can't expect it to be as good as the iPhone, but it's great for the price. Comparatively, Mi A1 does better job with edges, but with this phone, you get a wide-angle portrait shots. There are times when it misses few spots, but that's manageable. It does a good job if you help it decide between the subject and the background. For example, there are too many details side by side in this picture, so it didn't do a good job, while for other images, it did better. Next we have portrait mode for selfies. To start off, it works really well, probably because the subject is always close. These are some sample shots. We can also enable beauty mode while taking these shots. It overexposes shots to make you look fair. You get good pictures, but they won't be accurate. Bokeh effect in these images is also very good, mostly to the point. In fact, portrait shots turn out to be better on the front than on the rear. Now coming to regular photography, in daylight and well-lit conditions, Honor produces bright images with saturated colors. If the lighting is slightly low, it tends to oversaturate the colors. It overexposes the shot to make it look bright, but it also has the exposure issues, and because of that, it loses some details. Dynamic range is good. It takes good macro shots and has good bokeh effect. This phone doesn't have auto HDR, so these are some images that I took with HDR on. It still oversaturates the colors and has a hard time maintaining the right exposure, but it still does a good job. In low light conditions, capturing speeds are okay, but it tells you to keep the phone steady to make the image sharp. It seems to be automatically using the night mode when the light is low. By the way guys, you need very stable hands to get clean shots. My hands shake a lot, so most of the images I took in low light were very soft, but it still managed to take bright pictures without a lot of noise. In phones like Mi A1, noise is more visible. Color accuracy is slightly off, with colors being to the warmer side, and it ends up overexposing everywhere there is a light source. These are some more pictures that I took with the flash on. So guys, to conclude, in low light, it does a good job by producing bright images with less noise. Now for selfies, we can say it's great and it could be even better. First of all, it has wide angle lens, so that's a great advantage for selfies. Next, it also has a beauty mode that also works while recording videos and taking portrait shots. It also has a moving picture mode that I showed you earlier. Now coming to the images, it tends to overexpose the images a lot to make you look fair. That might be a good thing for some and bad thing for some, so you be the judge of it. Sharpness, focusing speeds and capturing speeds are all good. Dynamic range is average. As far as selfies go, they look great. In low light, soft flash helps, but you still get very soft selfies. Now coming to video recording, it can shoot video at a maximum resolution of 1080p. So there's no 4K, there is no optical image stabilization or electronic image stabilization. So if you move a lot while recording video, you get a shaky footage. Now the actual footage is very bright with saturated colors. Dynamic range is good, focusing speeds are decent. Most importantly, exposure shift is very well balanced. It maintains same level of brightness throughout the video, which is a rare thing to see. Though the colors in the footage doesn't look natural, the entire footage does look good. Now this is the footage with some audio.
Hi there guys, I'm Nikhil from GreedyTech and this video is being recorded using the rear camera of Honor 9i and the audio is also from the phone, so you can check the audio or noise cancellation. And now I'm moving so you can check the video stabilization too. By the way, we can only shoot in 1080p using the rear camera and in 720p using the front facing camera. Colors look really saturated, and by the way guys, my hands usually shake a lot.
Now coming to the front camera video recording, once again we get a brighter and wider footage with more saturated colors. The entire footage is overexposed to make you look fair. Honor 9i also supports beauty mode while recording video using the front and rear cameras, but in this mode it can only record video in 720p. So guys, to conclude, cameras on this phone are good. I can even say awesome at this price range, especially for the portrait selfies. But you won't be getting the exact thing in terms of color reproduction or the skin tones. So guys, looking at the pictures and the sample footage, what do you think about this phone? Will you buy it specifically for the cameras? Do let me know by commenting below this video. If you have any comments, complaints, compliments or want me to make any specific video, shout out to me by commenting below this video and I'll try to do it as soon as possible. If you like this video, hit that like button and subscribe to our channel to see more cool videos on tech. I'm Nikhil from GreedyTech signing off. Have a nice day.